Okay, well then. Speaking of slapping the bass, been known to slap the bass without the B, it's Lania.
I really thought we were gonna get away with not having to introduce ourselves.
No, you're fucking wrong.
Why did you think that?
Because we got really distracted by music theory and bullying Oni, and I thought maybe, just maybe, fingers were crossed. Hi, I'm Lonnie. I stream things, mostly RPGs, and let's be real, mostly Starfield. Because I don't care about my numbers, clearly. I will be doing something either tomorrow or Wednesday, depending on my work schedule. Yeah, it'll be a thing. I'm a thing. Hi.
Speaking of musical theory, a big fan of Whiplash minus the lass, or the la. It's Shy.
Don't you mean minus the lash?
No, because then it would just be whip. It would have to be la, because that would leave whip and an S.
Okay.
That's true. That's true.
Hey, good enough.
I am Shy. I stream video games, sometime. Usually stuff I'm known for is my Final Fantasy XIV Do Everything run, which I'm meaning to get back to. Lots of Stardew Valley, and definitely some other stuff that I'm meaning to get back to. You can usually catch me sometimes during the week, and I'll definitely have something upcoming, definitely. But if you really want, but I also go with Lania, and yeah, we'll definitely be there again for whenever she's for Tuesday or Wednesday.
The only Rubicon they've ever succeeded at is a Jeep. It's Oni Heart. That was an Armor Core 6 joke.
I almost didn't know what you were talking about.
How could you forget the fabled Jeep Rubicon?
I almost did not freaking know what you're talking about. Oh. I don't know. I don't even know where I am. I have been nowhere. I have been just tying up loose ends on the model so I can start rigging it and take another year on that.
Take all the time you want, girl.
October is coming up, so I'm currently making up a list of games that I'm gonna play on stream so that I can shit my pants on camera.
Yo, let's go. That's hot. Is that gonna be on your OnlyFans?
His OnlyFans?
Ha!
I love that.
Is that the noise you're gonna make on your OnlyFans too?
All right, next.
I regret the joke.
Is probably one of the only other people old enough to fucking remember the hit MTV show Next. It's Chris Aries.
What?
You were alive then, because I remember watching it, and you claim to be older than me.
I was alive. It doesn't mean I fucking watched MTV.
Okay, so the premise was basically speed dating, but on TV. They had like 3 or 4 dates for people lined up on a bus. And then whenever you were bored with them or didn't jive, you just said next, and they went back to the bus, and the next person came off. It is incredibly
Sounds horrible.
So it's blind date, but actively worse.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. Like borderline predatory behavior.
And
It was
there's a
almost
bus
like
involved.
it was like. Do you remember Room Raiders? Shelby remembers
What?
Room Raiders. Okay, so Room. Why am I doing this? Yeah, Room Raiders is they capture you and they send like 3 people you're interested in, like you would be interested in dating into your room, and they get to like fuck around with shit and use a black light and stuff, and there's always like stains everywhere and shit. Like, yeah. Okay, but anyway, you're old.
My name is
Introduce
Chris Reese. I lead
yourself.
the raid group Blitz in Final Fantasy XIV. I also play Starfield because what are other games? Other games don't exist. I'm not supposed to be working on other things.
Also, you made that launcher, which is going to come in real handy for a couple friends of mine.
I did, and I fixed the link before we started, so it should work now.
Excellent. I'll tell
Okay.
Heather. I'll tell Heather.
You can tell her,
And-
sorry, I'm bad at GitHub.
Unfortunately, Lil Sharky will not be joining us tonight. He's got some personal tangs to take care of. Replacing him will be Freya. Freya, would you like to introduce yourself? Nah, she's done. She already turned around and said, fuck you. She's mad at Oni for not remembering MTV's hit show Next.
That's
Can't believe
what I just said I did.
And for me, I'll give my intro as usual. I'll give you the rundown. There is the Discord if you want to hang out with us. But I am Kios. I mainly do speedruns, and occasionally we do this whole voice acting bit. Hopefully you've been enjoying this. If you want to catch up with it, if you don't want to play this game, or you would perhaps like some lowbrow comedy version of it, feel free to check out the playlist on the YouTube. Tea drinkers, which we will need extensively because of all the voice acting, check out our blends with Adagio. Proceeds benefiting the Trevor Project. And if you want to support the stream, check out the Throne wishlist. But without further ado, let's get to moving on. All right, everybody ready?
Yes.
I'm always ready.
Are you, though?
Yes.
Ready to throw hands?
I am always ready
weighing
to
it.
throw hands. Yeah.
All right, calm down, B-Rabbit. I realize I can make that joke because you're from Detroit.
Who? Oh,
All right. All right. I'm here for it.
The person changing the topic right now.
What? Who said who?
All yard detectives are supposed to follow orders and investigate what they're told.
Oni, you've been fired by my wife.
Well, for what?
She don't know who B-Rabbit is.
No, I meant who as in who is B Rabbit? Like,
I
like,
am.
which one of us? Okay, yeah.
All right,
that's
there
what
we
I
go.
meant.
Good. You were. So, you follow orders, do you, Gina?
No, not me. I'm above all that, see?
Oh,
I'm too important to follow orders.
oh. Good answer. Oh,
The boss always had special orders for me. Grab us some fish and chips, or go and give Toby his grub, that kind of thing. You know, important stuff.
so errands more than orders, then.
This detective is still an apprentice after all.
Ah, well, this apprentice ain't one to sit around and wait to be told what to do, even by the boss. That's why I've been doing my own investigation into what happened. I didn't find much at first. But a little search of the boss's office turned up a notebook that had a lot of secret meetings in it.
So you went through Inspector Gregson's things?
Yep. As part of the independent Lestrade investigation.
You were trying to steal stuff to sell off to the pawn shop, weren't you?
No, I was gonna keep some of it.
I'm sure that your superiors would be delighted that you're taking the initiative.
So I snuck into his office when no one else was about. Cause if anyone at the yard had seen me going in there, they'd have turfed me straight out on the street.
This is sounding less and less like an investigation and more like something else.
The prosecution understands that it was this very detective who discovered the notebook.
You got that right. Nothing gets past Inspector Lestrade and a trusty Assistant Chief Inspector Toby.
Wait, is the dog a higher rank than her?
I feel like we say this every time.
Do we?
Yes.
Huh.
We found it in one of his desk drawers that had a false bottom.
Like chicken cutlets? That's impressive, actually. Good job.
So then I went to hide myself when no one could find me, so I could have the butchers at what was written in it. Cause if anyone at the yard had found me out, they'd have turfed me straight out on the street. Yet I keep admitting all this in open court.
Mm-hmm.
It's not open court.
Oh yeah, close court. Ah,
Yay!
though they are also probably here. I've given it in now, though, ain't I? As if it weren't for me, it would have never been found.
Yeah, Minx. Thankfully, I have a big old beefy girl that can handle the
After that,
stress.
The boss was looking into some smuggled goods dealings that day. Hold it!
Hold up. Do you have any idea where those dealings were taking place?
Yep, it was all right there in the boss's notes. Let's see if I can remember.
Could you just find it in the book, maybe?
As I already said, the illegal dealings were due to take place at a gentleman's club.
Yes, I remember. But I was hoping to find out the name of the club.
So you could go to it?
That won't be necessary.
No. What?
It's conceivable that the club might be used again by the smugglers in the future.
Smuggle this, pants grab.
Therefore, the prosecution has been asked not to reveal the name in these proceedings.
I want to go to the strip club.
No.
You're such a
I
jealous
don't know.
boyfriend.
I don't know what the fuss is about. It's all right here. All I gotta do is read it out. And I could too. I got this reading game buttoned up now.
Oh my god, she can't fucking read.
I'll show you what I can do. Go on, what's on?
The judge hasn't signaled his objection yet. I could try to find out. I'm gonna do it. This is a closed court. The proceedings are confidential. There shouldn't be any possibility of the information being leaked. Hey, what's going on, Dev?
Oh shit, it's this guy, that's right.
Yep, someone can take over for Sharky. Who was doing it?
Yeah, it was Sharky, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We should make Blue do it.
Yes.
As I explained, there is some possibility of politicians being involved in this affair. The prosecution is rightfully exercising caution, I imagine.
No, my lord. The prosecution has no objection.
Hmm?
Yeah, sorry, buddy. Kazuma?
There's no question that Inspector Gregson was looking into these black market dealings. However, it's not yet been established that he was on that particular trail on the day in question. The defense requires to know the club's name. The prosecution has no intention of being obstructive.
Oh, just in your words, thoughts? That's you, Lon.
Right then. I got to show off my reading skills.
This bitch absolutely got hooked on phonics.
Better than Sheldon's getting hooked on opium.
Too late for that.
Apparently, the smuggled goods was gonna happen at a gentleman's club called the Gross.
Hold it!
Yeah, typical Monday night. How goes, Fallen? The Grouse? What sort of club is that?
It's a gentleman's club.
Yeah,
I ain't got the foggiest. Clubs ain't exactly my thing. But
Yo, thanks for the raid,
I am
10-5.
kind of curious.
They're not places where a foreign student like you would be readily admitted.
Says you. I'm the life of the party, Cosma. Have you looked in the mirror recently?
I'll tell you
Yeah.
what.
How was 14
Oh,
today?
this is gonna go badly. Me and Chief Inspector Toby could go in undercover.
Sure. Could you, though?
I could pick out a few good marks and see what else could find while I was in there.
I really don't think you should go picking out anything.
I feel like I would be quite successful picking out marks in a gentleman's club.
Anyway, that's where these black market dealings were going to take place, right?
Yeah, it's gotta be. That's where the lower ranking detectives of the yard reckon.
Says the even lower ranking detective. Okay, why don't we just send the dog in?
Looks like it was a big job and all, but the coppers weren't onto it yet.
Hold it!
The slow grind. So, how had Inspector Gregson come to find out about it in that case?
That's the question, ain't it? But I'm just an apprentice, so...
I mean, they generally don't let you bring outside food and drink into gentlemen's clubs unless he's Pac-Man Jones.
I did teach him a thing or two about smuggling.
Oni, you know about Pac-Man Jones?
I plead the fifth.
What, you don't want chicken and waffles at the strip club?
No.
No. Listen, we're going to the Great American Grill, and then I'm taking you to Pump Town or Creekside. We're gonna do the chicken and waffle strip club quest. It's like Dragon Quest, but worse.
No.
Yes! Wait, do you know about... Oh, you don't know about Pump Town. Oh, boy.
I don't.
Oh. Every night's amateur night, baby. And you'll see. Why didn't he inform Scotland Yard of his findings? Go do your thing, homie. Get some rest.
One sec. Yeah, that's what I was asking myself, cause, you know, I'm just an apprentice.
When it suits you, yes.
Anyway, the point is, something went on at the club, no question.
You can't say that for certain, though. Shirley? Gina?
What matters most, there's witnesses what saw the Reaper at the place too.
Hold
Ooh.
it!
Lord Van Zeeks was at the club? Hey, yo?
He was.
Wait, he has friends?
Detectives who visited the club yesterday to make inquiries have confirmed it. Not that he has friends, but that he was there.
Oh.
Several members reporting having seen the accused being admitted to the room in question as a guest.
Well, it looks like there's no disputing he was there then. Wait, does that mean he's not gay?
Maybe there are gentlemen at the Gentlemen's Club.
True. No one specified. It is called the Grouse.
Well, we know that Lord Van Zeeks was investigating Inspector Gregson, don't we? Perhaps he'd already discovered the Inspector's secret notebook.
Which led him to the club, you mean? Maybe. Presumably then, there are also eyewitnesses who can testify that Gregson was there? Oh, great answer.
None have been identified at this time, no.
So the all-important victim wasn't seen at this mysterious club?
Hey, why ain't you asking Inspector Lestrade, eh?
So that's all I've got to work with. Gina's not holding back with that ice-cold stare of hers, is she?
I really don't know what to make of all of this. It's almost like we're completely ignoring one of our favorite people.
Well, Lord Van Zeeks told us that he was investigating Inspector Gregson. But he never once mentioned that he met the inspector the day before the incident.
You don't think Lord Van Zeeks could have been lying to us?
I don't know. Is the sky still blue? Well, that's not the only way to explain this. If everything Lord Van Zeeks has told us is true, then there must be a mistake in this testimony somewhere.
You mean there are details we've yet to uncover?
Exactly. A clue, perhaps, that even Gina hasn't noticed. That's what we should be looking for here.
All yard detectives are supposed to follow orders and investigate what they're told.
Okay. I'm just scrolling through these. Okay. So much fucking shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of evidence.
Maybe something on the notice board?
There are details of a whole raft of cases dating back years on here, aren't there?
This paper from 10 years ago is browning with age. Look!
Out of interest, the most recent thing appears to be this newspaper cutting here.
Oh, it's the same Red-Headed League advertisement that Mr. Sholmes had picked out.
And do you remember? There was a red hairpiece at the scene, too.
Was Inspector Gregson an exponent of the Red-Headed League then?
Is the notebook in our evidence?
No. Is it supposed to be?
No.
I mean, I think we might as well look at everything again.
Nah.
Like everything in our inventory.
That's his dismissal. That's my armband. Nothing really special there. What's this dillweed? Alright. Let's, Professor Mikitoba has wonderful handwriting, doesn't he? This dark-suited young man is not in the least bit untrustworthy. Is it just me, or does that make me sound extremely untrustworthy?
I do wish at least he called you a nice young man.
I'm really not sure that would help.
Oh, it looks like this is some sort of steamship ticket. The SS Grouse, first class cabin 001.
Really? Okay.
Yokohama departure 11th September. London arrival 1st November.
Ah, that's the boat that Professor Mikitoba and Judge Jigoku came on from Japan, isn't it?
Yes, I think it's called at Dunkirk on the north coast of France for a night before finally arriving in Dover.
To think it's been almost a year since we arrived in Dover on the SS Burya. It seems a shame not to keep your ticket as a memento of your trip, don't you think?
Yes, I agree. I have mine safely in my diary.
I have some leftover train tickets.
I have my, shoot, what's it called?
Suica,
The pass.
Passmo.
Yeah, I have my pass still.
My Passmo is still in my cell phone case. Just never gonna take it out now. I keep mine up my ass, so I have it with me at all times. Oh, well, how strange. Where could it have gone?
You like this on purpose, Mr. Naruhodo.
Did I imagine it, or was that comment accompanied by a little sigh? Not sure how that fucking helps us, but it will
It
eventually.
does.
Objection!
Oh, okay, yeah. We're starting to disprove it. I've read about these clubs that exist here in Britain. And as I understand it, they're places where well-to-do gentlemen socialize with friends and colleagues.
Don't imagine for a second that a foreign student like you would be admitted.
Well, they're not letting you in with that fucking bowl cut either, are they? Do we know for sure that the contraband dealings were definitely happening at a club called the Grouse?
The police are currently looking for evidence. but haven't found anything definitive yet.
Have they tried checking the boat named the Grouse? And I'm sorry to say that they probably won't.
What do you mean by that?
Well, that boy needs therapy. I mean that the place Inspector Gregson was secretly going to visit on 31st October may not have been a gentleman's club at all.
You're showing a very irreverent attitude towards our country's police force there, Counsel. If it wasn't a gentleman's club, then what was it?
Boats and hoes.
You think it's a ship?
Well, I happen to have the evidence to prove it. Here!
Let me see that. This dark-suited young man is not in the least bit untrustworthy.
The other side?
Be more specific next time.
Blow me.
This would appear to be a ticket for passage upon a steamship, yes. The SS Grouse.
Objection.
So, there's a steamship named the Grouse that happens to share a name with the club. But I'm afraid to say, there's a flaw in your logic here.
How?
Look at the ticket. Notice the date of arrival in the port.
The ship arrived at the port of Dover on the 1st November. Ah,
The day on which the sound like a gunshot was heard on Fresno Street. In other words, on the day in question here, 31st of October, when the victim was on his clandestine mission, that ship hadn't docked yet in British shores.
that would certainly make an undercover investigation somewhat challenging.
Objection.
The fact that the steamship hadn't yet reached Britain substantiates the defense's assertion that the victim was investigating the SS Grouse on the day in question.
Then show your evidence for this assertion.
It's right here, pants grab. Very well.
Huh?
Prove
In
it.
that case, counsel for the defense, present your evidence to the court now.
Wait, like I'm dropping my pants just like in front of
Yes.
everybody? Oh.
Whip that dick out.
Show us the
Evidence that substantiates your claim that the victim was investigating the SS Grouse on the 31st of October.
Oh, okay, but it's $3 to watch, $5 to touch it.
Grab a stick and twist it.
That's 5,000. Oh Jesus.
Take that.
What's this? A passport for travel issued to the victim? Dated 31st October? What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting that just one day before the inspector's body was discovered, there's a distinct possibility he wasn't even in the country.
Yeah.
Get fucked!
Order! Order! document is for passage to France. It does appear to have been officially authorized.
The day before the SS Grouse arrived at Dover. It docked on the northern coast of France for a night.
According to my father, who was on board at the port of Dunkirk.
Dunkirk, France. What could possibly have taken the victim there?
Steamed hams.
I'm impressed, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I certainly didn't expect you to get your hands on that passport.
Are you fucking hiding evidence? Are you fucking tampering with a murder case?
Maybe.
You're so dumb. What? You mean you knew about this?
Duh.
You fucking asshole.
The prosecution strategy for this trial has been laid down by the Crown Prosecution Office. On the day before the incident, the victim was investigating contraband dealings at a London club. That's the outcome of Scotland Yard's investigations and the line the prosecution has been asked to follow.
Oh, you're fucked.
But, personally, I don't agree.
Yeah, well, shame you're Nipponese.
I think the prosecution's office is trying to hide something.
You know, shit. What?
And now that you've expertly disproven their assertion, I intend to reveal what I believe that's something to be.
You know this counts as, like, treason, right? Like, they will literally hang you in a public square.
So,
Yeah, well,
Where's
fuck
that
it. Your
authority
dad's dead
from?
anyway.
What are you playing at, Prosecutor Asogi?
a courtroom is a forum for the truth, my lord. Which is why it's my duty to present all the facts, without exception.
Let me guess. This was your intention from the outset, wasn't it?
The reason Inspector Gregson secretly made his way to the steamship docked in France on that day in question was to carry out a mission for the Reaper.
Ah, the Reaper!
Order! Order! What on earth are you saying, Counsel?
Prosecution made an assertion in court yesterday. Inspector Gregson was investigating the identity of the Reaper.
Yes, Gregson was getting a lap dance for the Reaper.
When he discovered the location of the man's secret hideout, he was killed. As I'm sure everyone can imagine, by the Reaper's hand. But in reality, the truth is the opposite of that.
What?
Inspector Gregson wasn't investigating the Reaper at all. He was, in fact, acting for the Reaper.
So... You're saying the mission he was undertaking was...
Obviously, an assassination.
I don't think so.
Brock Von Zieks never carried out any of the actual killings. Whenever the Reaper's victims lost their lives, he always had a cast iron alibi. Which tells us that he must have had an accomplice.
And your coin, that was
Don't
Inspector
work too
Gregson.
hard.
What? Oh, do you think it's saying, eh? My boss would never have done nothing like that.
And yet, when you consider all the facts, it all makes perfect sense.
Hey, Kazuma, do you plan on just getting by in life with your stunning good looks, or? Cause
Yes.
okay, cause I don't think this is working out for you.
Now this is it, Chief.
No, it can't be.
We also arrived at the same conclusion, didn't we? That Inspector Gregson was operating as the Reaper.
Even so, there's no way that the person giving him his orders was Lord Van Zieks. No, the true Reaper is somebody else. Barack Von Zieks is not the Reaper.
Predictable response from someone who is advocating for the man.
And even if it's true that Gregson was operating as an agent of the Reaper, the suggestion that he went aboard the SS Grouse on an assassination mission doesn't follow at all. Every assassin knows that. Always have an escape plan.
Oh, you have some solid reason for doubting the assertion, do you, Counsel?
Absolutely. It's very simple. On the day in question, nobody was killed aboard that steamship. Professor Mikatoba and Judge Jigoku were on that very ship. If someone had been assassinated, I'm certain we would have heard about it. Oh, God, what now?
You're right, of course. No suspicious deaths were reported on board the ship. But I think perhaps you've missed the point.
An assassin wouldn't leave an obvious kill.
That's precisely why Inspector Gregson himself lost his life.
What?
Gregson did board the SS Grouse that night, with the intention of dispatching his mark. But his mission ended in failure.
Failure?
It seems that the defense hasn't yet grasped a very important detail here.
Chrissy, you want to make the joke, or do you want me to do it?
Grab his dick and twist it.
What?
Grab his dick and twist it.
Yeah, grasp this, pants crab. What are you talking about? What detail?
Inspector Gina Lestrade.
What?
The victim's notebook that you read an excerpt from earlier. That doesn't contain details of secret investigations at all. It describes 10 years of assassination plots to be carried out by the Reaper of the Bailey.
Even if all them blodgers were gonna get taken out and had it coming, the boss weren't the Reaper.
Poor Gina.
There's no question that Tobias Gregson was heavily involved in the Reaper's activities.
Quick aside, my wife has a raccoon penis bone.
What?
What's she making out of it? What kind of necklace?
What are you making out of the raccoon penis bone? Well, yeah. Oni, you look really concerned. Anyway. Let's go barley tea!
You may just be an apprentice, but if you spend any time at Scotland Yard, you must have heard rumors.
I ain't heard nothing, and I don't believe a word of it.
Okay, but what about the rumors that Gregson had wasted his entire salary and future pension on fish and chips?
That one's true.
Oh.
Then testify again, as representative of Scotland Yard. Consider it your chance to defend your boss.
Oh, barley tea anywhere is honestly the worst. I prefer Ito En. They make a really, really good one. I think they're a Japanese company. Yep, Ito En.
I concur. The witness will give a new formal testimony. Miss Lestrade, you will tell the court everything you know about Inspector Gregson's secret notebook.
Yo, take care, Minx. Thanks for hanging with us. Hopefully you had a terrific night. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow gonna be 15 and frost.
Well, guys,
Lots of
recipe for
suffering.
Fish and chips. He went the Reaper! Yeah, this notebook does have loads of stuff about what the Reaper got up to these past 10 years. Names of victims, dates, and places and stuff, and the last entry there was 31st October.
Wow, she do read good.
It said grouse for the place on that date, and then the name of the mark. With a note about him being a criminal what got away from the Reaper in court 10 years ago or something. But honest, the boss didn't do none of it. He was just investigating the Reaper, that's all.
What if Mikotoba's dad's the Reaper?
Keep personal opinion out of your testimony, witness. We require only established fact here.
Ah, like a randomly selected jury, or... This must be so hard for her.
You can't deny it now. Surely, Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
What can I deny?
The notebook contained the name of the final mark and the location where the assassination would take place. That's information that the victim could only have known if he was working with the Reaper.
So, who was to be this final mark?
Go ahead, Inspector Lestrade. Read the name for the court. name that's written alongside the entry that mentions the grouse on 31st October.
Eh? How do you read this then?
Reading's still not her strong suit.
That ain't the problem, alright, Odo?
I mean, you could always just be a stripper.
I could do that, yeah.
Hey, nothing
But
wrong
they
with
wouldn't
sex
call
work.
me Inspector.
Inspect her gadget.
Shut up.
Hitting you with the 5th grade playground jokes now.
It's a funny
You mean
name.
now?
Yeah, the 5th grade playground jokes are like 90% of your shtick.
Oh,
Really?
Jesus.
It ain't English.
Good night,
It's
Louie.
hard to read.
So it's someone from overseas?
Let me have a bash on it. Cheshire-ero? Yeah, Seishiro. Jigokyu.
Oh, interesting. It can't be. Seishiro Jigoku?
But that's Judge Jigoku.
Yes.
Shiro Jikoku. Certainly not an English name, you're right.
Objection.
But that can't be right. I know Judge Jigoku. And I saw him the day before yesterday, here in London. So I know for a fact that the man hasn't been assassinated.
As I said, the Reaper failed. Dummy.
Eat my ass. Duh.
Gregson missed his chance to kill his mark and return to British shores.
And then just what? Magically died to Judge Jigoku strangle the piss out of him?
He took a mad L. I don't
It's a
know
good
what
game.
to tell you. But the Reaper wouldn't tolerate the mistake. So he killed the inspector. Personally. The Reaper, of course, being the accused, Brock Van Zees.
It's an undeniably logical argument.
Is it? Kazuma, you planned for the trial to go this way all along, didn't you?
Hold it.
Uh-oh, Barry's mad. Dad's upset.
By the way, thank you for tagging me at that.
Yes, you're welcome.
Fucking shit. Pray forgive the discourtesy of filling my hollow chalice whilst I stand accused of murder.
Is he gonna ask you to lick his boots? I want you to lick them clean, Oni.
No.
Yes. But Barry?
The accused has no right to speak uninvited in court. You'll return to the dock. I say nothing of whether or not I'm the Reaper. That's the task of this court to decide. But there is one thing I can say, unequivocally. That girl is no detective.
Man just comes up to crack one on Gina.
Fuck you too, Reaper! That's right, I ain't. I'm an inspector.
Repeating rumors heard around the yard. Reading entries from a notebook of unconfirmed origin.
That's not testimony. It's practically a script. No doubt the rest of this trial will go exactly as you clearly planned.
Boo! Get this man off the stage.
Your hatred of me is understandable. In your mind, I'm sure I am the Reaper, who sent your father to the gallows all those years ago. But you're in danger of becoming a far more sinister Reaper yourself. By attempting to have me condemned with these feeble excuses for testimony.
What did you say?
Mr. Naruto, this is our chance.
All right, let's make a break for it. My lord, the defense requests that the defendant be allowed to speak. He may be privy to important information relating to the testimony just given by the witness.
Strong fart gonna beat the shit out of somebody with that.
Very well.
He can try.
I'll make an exception and grant the request.
That would leave like really definitive marks.
The defendant may remain in the witness stand for the cross-examination.
That allow me to toast the court's impartiality.
Oh, sure.
Don't raise your glass in my direction, sir.
It's grape, though. Don't you want some?
Counsel for the defense, begin the cross-examination immediately.
Well, shit. At once, my lord.
He ain't the Reaper. Yeah, this notebook does have a load of stuff in it with the Reaper got up to these past 10 years.
Hold it!
In other words, it shows that Gregson was basically acting as the Reaper.
You and all? That ain't the only explanation, is it? He could have been investigating the Reaper in secret, and the notebook said what he found out.
If I may.
No.
When originally people began referring to me as the Reaper, I didn't object. I believe the power to intimidate London's criminal classes into compliance with the law to be beneficial.
But you carried out your own investigations into the true identity of the Reaper, didn't you?
Yes, and those investigations proved conclusively that Gregson was one arm of the Reaper.
One arm? What you on about?
The man's got one arm, Gina. Don't be rude.
The Reaper's victims were all extremely shrewd criminals at the top of their game. There's simply no way one person could have taken them on alone. The Reaper is an organization.
With you at its head?
I had spies at the yard keeping me abreast of Gregson's movements, letting me know when he was elsewhere. So I'd be able to check the most recent entry in this book. I knew the location.
You knew it said grouse?
Believing it to be a reference to the Gentleman's Club, I went there on the day in question to investigate. Alone.
Ah, so that explains why several members of the club claim to have seen you.
But of course, the inspector was not there.
Because at the time he was making his way to the steamship docked on the northern coast of France. As shown by the passport found in the victim's metal trunk. Very well then. Back to your testimony about the contents of this notebook.
Fine.
Is something wrong, Mr. Naruto? You seem a little shocked by something a moment ago.
Oh, no, it's all right. I'm overthinking this, aren't I?
Names of victims, dates and places and stuff. And the last entry in there was 31st October.
Hold it!
Hold up. Names of victims, dates, places, and stuff? What in particular?
Well, besides victims' names, this other name kept cropping up.
What other name was that?
It's the one I told you yesterday. The same name written over and over again.
You mean Assassin?
Yeah, that's the one. She's a friend of yours or something, ain't she?
She's fucking dead. Were you honestly even listening yesterday?
Assassin. The assassin. If you didn't get the joke.
Well,
Yes.
like a killer, you mean?
No, she's a gardener.
Oh, okay.
Gregson was the tactician, the one who came up with the plan of attack. He investigated the mocks thoroughly, finding out when they would be vulnerable, and who to use to get at them.
But the person actually executing his plans was someone else, you're saying? If that's true, then the Reaper does indeed start to sound like an organized group of vigilantes.
Ah! Then perhaps what it said on the passport document. Permission for the application and one additional person to travel. Could that additional person have been...
The assassin.
Yeah, no, I
who was
feel you,
meant to
Dev.
take Seishiro Jikoku's life.
Gina, can you confirm that? Against the final entry that listed Groust and Seishiro Jigoku? What name was written?
Oh, well, that's the only entry that didn't have a name next to it, as it happens.
What?
It just had like a question mark or something, I think.
In other words, Gregson himself didn't know the identity of the assassin in that case.
But Gregson was the one making the plans, was he not?
Oh, how infuriating.
A nameless assassin?
It's that grouse for the place on that date, and the name of the mark.
Hold it!
And you're saying that the mark listed was Seiichiro Jigoku?
That's what I said. Funny name if you ask me. And I thought your name was odd.
So pleased to have lost my crown there.
Mr. Jigoku was the presiding judge of Japan's Supreme Court of Judiciary.
Japan's Supreme Court of Judging.
They're the judgiest.
I remember the man. He came to our country as a visiting student 16 years ago.
Studying international law and diplomacy under your tutelage, Lord Strongheart.
That bearded young fellow was a very able man, I must say.
So Lord Strongheart was George Jigoku's mentor. Yeah, my boy George.
Jigoku.
He's Asian American, leave him alone.
If I'm not mistaken, he returned to Japan 10 years ago now.
Nah, America.
10 years ago, after that fateful case.
Precisely. In the aftermath of the Professor case, his repatriation was organized immediately.
Huh.
It's a mystery why such a man would be listed in the inspector's notebook.
I didn't think it was possible, but the mood in here's got even worse now. Maybe I'll just keep talking. There was a note about him being a criminal what got away from the Reaper in court 10 years ago or something.
No. Stop it.
Hold it!
There we go. What do you mean, a criminal? Judge Jigoku is not a criminal.
Well, don't ask me. I don't know nothing about it.
Oh, do you remember what Father told us?
No. He just says random shit and then walks away.
It was related to the Professor's case, I'm sure. Almost had it.
There's a line right above that.
Yeah. No, fucking controller pissing me off.
That Judge Jigoku.
Oh. The Judge Jigoku did once appear in the court here in Britain. It was related to the Professor case, I'm sure.
Yeah, of course, you're right.
Seiichiro was trying to mitigate Genshin's guilt, so he took the stand to testify. But he got a little carried away and, actually managed to break the witness stand. He also said some contemptuous words about the British Empire, for which he was charged.
I mean, what he said about the whole not using spices thing still tracks, though.
Control the entire world's spice trade.
None of it goes on the
None
food.
of it.
It was a pitiful situation, yes. I'd forgotten all about it. But I prosecuted that trial too, as it happens.
You did?
It was considered to be an adjunct to the professor proceedings, you see. but he was acquitted after being told to make reparation for the damage caused to the stand.
And there you have it.
What?
Surely the accused hasn't forgotten his own rule. There's no saving anyone who faces the Reaper in court, guilty or innocent alike.
What? No! Are you suggesting that the reason Judge Jigoku was targeted for assassin?
The man was sent back to Japan immediately after that trial. The Reaper had no time to do his work. But then, 10 years later, the mark returns to Britain once more. Perhaps now you start to see just how vindictive the Reaper is.
Oh, come on! That's bullshit and you know it.
Isn't the whole premise of the Reaper absurd? Killing those who have been found innocent? Clearly, the rules by which the man operates are beyond the sane person's comprehension.
But...
Right, I had just about enough of this.
Gina?
All this nonsense about the boss planning to kill people. It's cobblers. Come on, Oda.
Yes?
We're leaving. Why ain't you saying nothing? What? Why ain't you yelling out objection or something?
What?
You gotta find a flaw. You do, usually. Someone's lying here, no question. You gotta work out who it is. Please. For the boss.
That outburst was an insult to the court and to your own testimony.
Eat my ass.
Fuck you too, Yana.
Nice
I might have
haircut.
wanted a common pickpocket from the back slums couldn't make a detective.
Alright, now we can make fun of his
Oh.
shitty eyebrows.
Alright, you and me, out back of the Old Bailey in 15 minutes.
You gonna give him the
When this
pluck
trial
pluck
is
sucky
over, you
McTwist?
will forfeit your warrant card, Miss Lestrade. Is that clear?
Like fuck, Yana. I've with the lot of ya. It's lies every bleeding place you look in this world, isn't it? Well, I've had enough.
Gina.
So have I. After that little speech of Gina's, I've made up my mind.
To do what, Mr. Haruto?
Fuck it, I'm opening an OnlyFans. Besides, I'm what the British would call exotic.
Also, a twink.
You're opening an OnlyFans?
Yeah, I'm planning on selling flans. There was one point in this cross-examination when something that was said just didn't sit right with me. In one statement that seemed odd.
Oh, do you mean?
I'm not gonna let Gina's plea for help fall on deaf ears.
Come on, Odo, help! You gotta find a flaw somewhere.
Hold it!
I want to thank you, Gina, for giving me the best day of my life. Really? No Dido?
Just get to the title drop.
You helped me find my resolve.
Title drop.
What do you mean?
Well, amongst everything we've heard during this cross-examination, there's one thing that defies explanation. One inconsistency.
What? An inconsistency?
What the fuck did he say?
What? An inconsistency?
Is it lagging or something?
Really, Odo?
I don't quite know what it means yet, but yes, there's an inconsistency in something that was said by this sneaky ass motherfucker right here. By you, Kazuma Asogi.
Me?
Uh-huh.
Is this some attempt at filibustering, Counsel?
Oh. Buster you, young man.
Prosecutor Asogi has given no testimony. What do you think this is, the U.S. Congress?
What are you suggesting? I said that was inconsistent.
You let something slip that you shouldn't have. When I present the relevant piece of evidence, I imagine you'll realize what you've done.
Very well then, Counsel. Go ahead. What evidence reveals this alleged inconsistency in something Prosecutor Asogi has said?
Take that!
This bitch right here. This is a trunk that belonged to Inspector Gregson.
A metal construction, is it? It's certainly very heavy.
Yes, it's made of mahogany.
But it's metal.
What's this? A bloodstain? And a relatively fresh one, too.
What? You mean that ain't grease from all the boss's fish and chips?
Fresh blood on the inspector's trunk. That suggests that the victim was traveling with that luggage when he was killed.
That can't be. There was no mention of any trunk in Scotland Yard's report.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. Ha! Immediately after the inspector's body was discovered, one of the street peddlers made off with the trunk, hoping to sell it.
I found it, me. With me nose for trouble.
Which means that no one should have known anything about that trunk. Unless, of course, we're talking about somebody who was present when the victim was killed. Mr. Oh, you found the passport in the trunk? Idiot. You fucking moron. You fool!
Not hitting him with the Goku. Damn!
You fool! And yet, during the cross-examination of the witness, just now, you said this, Kazuma. I take fat cocks right in my mouth. Oh, wait, no, that's not what you said. Hold on.
Because at the time, he was making his way to the steamship docked on the northern coast of France. as shown by the passport found in the victim's metal trunk.
You idiot. So, the question is, how did you know about the inspector's trunk? Good answer.
We know the man went on a trip to France. Where else would he have put his passport?
I don't know, in a fucking bag, in his pocket, fucking up his ass. I don't fucking know, Kazuma.
Objection!
But you knew it was a metal trunk. Answer me honestly, Kazuma. On 31st October, where exactly were you?
At the port of Dunkirk, on board the SS Grouse. Is that the answer you're looking for, Ryunosuke?
Well, it's gonna go a long while.
Rebel, rebel, rebel.
I hadn't considered the possibility before, but my sexy hot boyfriend might be a psychotic murderer. I'm scaroused. I'm pretty sure Captions got that right.
Captions got scaroused? Hell yeah.
All right. CaptionBot's into some things. If Kazuma was there on the ship, then it can only have been for one purpose.
Oh no, Mr. Naruto. Surely you don't think.
Come on, Ryunosuke. You know the rules.
Together or not at all?
And so do I.
Come on, Kazuma. We're no strangers to love. Let me bop that boy bussy.
Whoa. The only thing that really talks in this courtroom is hard evidence. As I understand it, Inspector Gregson always took that case with him when he traveled. So as it stands, you've proved nothing.
Kazuma, are you challenging me to prove it beyond all reasonable doubt? That you were there that day, in the same place as the inspector?
He was there? With Gregson?
There's a clue that you've overlooked. A secret that trunk can tell us. I can't be sure at this point, though, but I'll need to verify it. I have a nasty feeling that I'm gonna be right.
The accusation being made is deeply disturbing, but nevertheless, we must test it.
Yeah, well, your fucking haircut and eyebrows are deeply disturbing. Who the fuck let you out of the house like that?
The defense will identify for the court where in the trunk this alleged clue is to be found.
Okay.
Where is the evidence that ties Prosecutor Sogi to Inspector Gregson?
I don't know. How about this big giant hacking fucking piece of metal?
Got it!
This is your proof? What do you say to that, Prosecutor Sogi?
Personally, I think tying the defense counsel to the inspector's trunk and tossing it into the sea would be more helpful.
I'm betting you clicked on the cut instead of the metal
Oh,
again.
God, probably. Is this one of those stupid, oh, you gotta hit it just right?
You probably have to open it and then click
No.
on it.
What, because no one can see the
Yeah.
giant fucking piece of metal sticking out of the side of it? What, is everyone wearing fucking blinders? Oh, wait, never mind. It's
No, you have
England
to
in the
baby feed them
1900s. They're high on
everything,
opium.
remember?
Anyway,
At least that way, London's courtrooms will be safe from his destructive accusations.
bite my ass.
believe that was a rather long-winded way of telling you that you were wrong, Mr. Naruhodo.
Very well. Now let us see if you sink or swim under the weight of this penalty, Council.
Alright.
Mr. Naruhodo, you can't allow yourself to be drowned at sea yet. That's my job.
I was hoping to never let that happen, but thanks for making me think about it. Fine, I'll open the goddamn chest. Have you seen this huge gash across the side of the trunk here that apparently no one else can see, Miss Usato?
Gosh, for a metal chest like this to have been so badly damaged. Whatever made that gash must have struck the side of the trunk with considerable force.
I wonder how it happened. Let's have a look inside. Do you see that? There's something stuck in the side of the trunk there. It's glinting.
It looks like a fragment of metal of some sort. Just wedged in so tightly, I can't remove it.
Well, don't cut yourself. You'd better leave it, I think.
Got it!
There. There's a small piece of metal lodged in the wall of the trunk here, because apparently you all couldn't fucking see that. It looks like the tip of a blade.
A blade?
Yeah, like the Wesley Snipes movie.
That was a good movie.
I fucking love Blade. Like, for real, on God, incredibly good movie.
Very good.
Kazuma, slung around your waist, as ever today, is the esteemed blade Karuma.
Of course it is.
Won't you draw it here in this courtroom? You know, the blade named Karma.
Exercise caution, my learned friend. That man is son of London's most notorious killer.
Wow, we really going all on the sins of the father, huh?
Bailiff.
Yeah.
Bailiff, watch Prosecutor Asogi like a hawk.
Why not just have the bailiff fucking do it?
Less dramatic?
That won't be necessary.
Hey, yo, bro, what happened to your tip?
Oh, no.
Your tip's broken. What happened there? Little accident? So, if the fragment of the metal from the trunk fits together with the end of the sword, the question of who was there with Inspector Gregson probably be answered. Agreed, Kazuma Asogi.
Expertly done, Ryunosuke. That's a point to you, and well deserved.
This man totally gonna fucking absolutely lose it.
Do you mean to tell the court, Prosecutor Asogi?
Hell yeah. On 31st October, I accompanied Inspector Gregson to Dunkirk. In order to carry out a mission.
So, the additional person authorized to travel
Was me.
This tracks.
And the mission was?
The assassination of the Mark.
The assassination.
Assassination.
Back the fuck up.
What?
I feel like you should have seen that coming, Ryunosuke.
You mean you're the killer whose name was omitted from this notebook? You were following the Reaper's orders to dispatch Judge Jigoku?
Let me make one thing perfectly clear. I've killed no one.
Explain.
I accepted the assassination mission, yes. And I accompanied Gregson at Dunkirk. But I never had any intention of carrying out the plan.
Oh, your sword just happened to fucking magically break, I guess? Weird. You were never going to do it.
We can leave Kazuma-sama, I'm sure.
Sure.
After all, Judge Shigoku arrived safely at London the following day.
But Gregsy didn't.
Mm-hmm.
On the 31st, I boarded a train from London with Inspector Gregson. We traveled to Dover, from where we crossed the channel to Dunkirk. And we boarded the SS Grouse and made for the cabin deck, as indicated in the plan.
You went to Judge Shigoku's cabin?
Exactly. He wasn't there though. We decided to wait, but
But you've already told us you had no intention of going through with it anyway.
I didn't come to break Gritton. Whoa.
I didn't come to break Britain.
Just take
Sorry,
anyone's
I'm
life.
tired too, Oni.
So I left Gregson and disembarked the ship. I spent that night at a boarding house in the town and returned to England the following morning.
Did you actually, or...
I feel like we're missing how the thing happened that proves you were there.
Yeah. A boarding house? In Dunkirk?
My signature will be there in the register book. It would be simple enough to verify.
Okay, but can you prove you were physically there and you didn't have someone else sign it, or...
And what became of Jigoku?
Gregson was no assassin, so the mark was spared. I'm sure it's easy enough to imagine what happened after that.
You committed a murder.
Gregson returned to England as well, having failed to complete the mission. He met with the Reaper in that room on Fresno Street to report the failure, causing the infuriated mastermind to pull the trigger. And end his wretched agent's life.
I don't think it worked that way.
That's the real truth behind Gregson's murder.
Objection!
But if you did nothing as you claim, How did the tip of your sword come to be lodged in the inspector's trunk?
I don't need to answer that.
The fuck you
I
don't?
feel like you do.
You kinda like do.
The victim was killed by a gunshot. A small fragment of a Japanese blade isn't relevant to the case. And accordingly, I choose to exercise my right to silence on that matter.
Eat my fat cock.
Be that as it may, the court will sequester the sword as evidence.
Listen, yeah, sometimes things happen and your tip gets stuck. I've been there. It happens.
As you wish, my lord.
The great sword, Karma, has been entered into the court record. Ah, so you're finally awake.
We must take immediate action now. To verify whether Sheisiro Chogoku remains unharmed.
What? Remains unharmed?
I agree. That should be our first priority.
I feel like as someone who was so opposed to killing him, you probably should have done that sooner, Kazuma.
Yeah, that would have been the best plan.
It's recently come to my attention that he hasn't been seen since yesterday.
He's probably drunk as shit. Has anyone checked, I don't know, a bar? How did...
When a foreign dignitary invited to Great Britain goes missing for 24 hours,
Time to check the whorehouse. Yep, got it.
I can go undercover at the grounds.
it's only natural that the question of his safety should arise.
Don't really want to go to the ground.
You don't mean to say that you think Judge Jigoku may have been killed?
The Reaper has more than one assassin at his disposal. And he has the power and influence to give orders from the inside of a prison cell. Isn't that right, Lord Van Zeeks?
If I were truly the Reaper, I'd be able to tell you.
Order! Order in court! Order! We will take an emergency recess for 30 minutes. I have to pee.
I mean, sometimes one has to pee. Now?
Guests of the symposium have been told to maintain regular contact with the organizer's office. If the man can't be located within half an hour, we will have to assume the worst.
Why are you putting an artificial time limit on this, Strongheart?
Yeah. Damn.
Oh no, not Judge Jugoku.
Affable Canadian.
No one would want to kill a harmless Japanese man who'd only just arrived in the country. Except, that is, for the Reaper, wanting to finish off the mark that slipped through the net 10 years ago.
I would have to agree. Mr. Naruhodo, for the defense's sake,
My lord?
I sincerely hope we are successful.
Me too. And we'll find out next time.
In Dragon Ball Z.
Fucking Dragon D's nuts. Good job, everybody.
Shit.
Bless, Bubba.
Is Judge Jigoku alive or dead? Will a 30-minute recess take 5 episodes? Find out next time on the Greatest Attorney Chronicles 2 Resolve.
Hey, look, I found something I can 3D print most of my community.
A butt plug?
No.
Is that where my brain went?
It's a boy kisser keychain. Bunch of boy kissers. Anyway, good job, everybody. I will hear none of it from you. I probably know where those lips have been. Anyway, specializing in all. Oh, I heard that. All of your rusty trombone maintenance needs, it's Lania.
I actually played trumpet, but I hated it, so I switched to piano. Oh, hey, I'm Lonnie Akea. I am easy? No, I am a VTuber and I play RPGs, and I am going to play more RPGs, and they may or may not be Starfield. They probably will be Starfield. Let's be honest.
I'm here for
And
it.
that's who I am. That's who I am as a person. It's probably Starfield. Let's be honest.
Hey, listen, I play the same fucking 3 games all the time.
Yeah.
Yep. They are extremely interested in 19 inches of Sephiroth. It's Shy.
I mean,
That's some serious pipe.
That's some pretty serious hype.
hi. I am Shy. I play games, or at least I attempt to play games, and I apparently also get made fun of a lot.
19
Anyways,
inches of Sephiroth.
Listen, I would
See what I mean?
I would like 19 inches of Sephiroth. That statue looks pretty dope, for real.
Yeah.
I just don't want to shell out $300 for it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely true. Anyways, I will be with Lonnie when she goes live for the next time she streams, and we'll see about maybe knocking some sense into some other things, and maybe me getting a little solo time. So yeah, hopefully keep an ear out, and we'll see what happens.
Yee. Oh god. Oh no, I accidentally muted myself. Speaking of keeping an ear out, Oni, you know what you did.
What the fuck do you mean?
Listen, I can't even talk about it on stream, alright? Just know that I know.
Sure. Hey, that Lies of P. Yeah?
Oh yeah, that did come out.
Yeah. Man, like from that recent rush of announcements during that with the Nintendo Direct and the State of Play recently,
Mm-hmm.
man, my wallet about to be strapped, dog.
I already threw mine away.
We got the new Vanillaware title coming. Ooh, that looks like it's gonna be cool. I was actually surprised when they were like, hey, another code is getting remade, and I'm like, what?
Mm-hmm.
That fucking Relic from the DS, even though that was a fun ass, interesting ass game. I'm actually hyped.
Fuck it. We ball.
And I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna be trying that Foam Stars beta joint. later this month. Are you like contractually obligated to do that one, Kios?
Which one?
The Foam Stars?
No, that's direct through PlayStation, isn't it?
Oh, I thought it was Square Enix.
It's Square.
Is it? I could poke somebody. Oh wait, that's right. I can't DM the fucking Square Enix's U.S. Marketing director has their DMs closed, so that's like a thing. Anyway, I'll figure it out. I'm resourceful. I'll fucking do what I gotta.
Aside from that and planning what the hell I'm gonna scare the shit out of myself with this October, I'm just getting this damn model worked on, and that's it.
I'm going to figure out how to get this PlayStation running with these heckin' hard drives, hopefully. If not, well, whatever. I'll find a working one, and I have a bunch of Silent Hill games.
Yeah.
Yeah, Silent Hill's always good.
I
You
can't
should
wait
play
for
some
that.
Signalis.
Signalis is good.
I
What?
my first experience with playing through the game was so perfect. I don't know if I want to overwrite that.
There you go. All right. What other weird, stressful, horrible things can I give you? Oh. Do you have access to anything that could play Siren Blood Curse? Or any of the
that's not my
Siren
game.
games?
I feel like if you need to give him a weird, stressful, horrible thing, just have him do more voice acting stream.
Hmm? My eyebrows are gonna explode off my face. Anyway, I have a list of horribly horrifying games that not many people know.
Oh, trust me, I have a long ass list. It's just deciding which ones I want to play this year.
Obviously not the ones that suck.
Shoot that list my way, though, because Eris loves horror games.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
it's not written or anything. It's like in my brain.
No, I meant Kios list.
Oh,
Yeah. It'll probably
You
just be
remember
like a
the-
screenshot of all the shit I have saved that I'm trying to port over to this hard drive.
I definitely got the vibe, Oni, that your list was in your brain.
Speaking of in your mind, Chrisseries, tell the people what they want to hear.
Make sure that you tell the people you care about that you do, because you don't know when you're going to get another chance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna do my thing and we're gonna find someone to raid. Friendos, it is time for me to go to bed. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. It was a pleasure to get to spend some time with y'all. Please definitely go check out these wonderful, wonderful peeps. They are very cool content creators. I highly recommend them and approve of them. And if you haven't at least given them a follow and poked around their channels, I would recommend it. For me, here's the Discord. If you want to hang out with us, talk video games, talk music, steal my cookbook, feel free. I ping once a week. That's it. I don't like pinging people. It's annoying. If you want to catch up with our playthrough and all the other playthroughs, plus pretty much anything that's really honestly important that happens on stream, subscribe to the YouTube. We're damn close to getting partner anyway. Tea drinkers, check out our blends that we have put together with our friends over at Adagio. The proceeds there benefit the Trevor Project. And last but not least, you want to support the stream via gifts, check out our friends over at Throne. Throne Wishlist, super handy way to support your favorite streamer. But with that, we're going to call it a night. Let's go find someone to raid. We will see you all tomorrow. Final Fantasy 15 and some Frostmod Suffer. Okay, I'm going to go raid Mia now. Yeah. Be nice. Yeah. All right. Bye.